Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Thursday. It's Daryl here. It is bright and freaking early, man. You know it. It's 4 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. You'll have to excuse my hair. I had a video all set to download. I downloaded the Britney Spears video this morning, and I actually hadn't planned on doing a video, so I didn't finish combing my hair after I dried off from the shower this morning. So you'll have to excuse my my coif, as it's called. Okay, let me get into this. I noticed a trend, an angry response. This is kind of in the same vein as the response to the Britney Spears video, with everybody being angry and hypocritical. I noticed, and I noticed this similarity. All right, let me tell you what I'm talking about. There was a recent post. This was on November 29th. Kansas City Chiefs football game. I don't know who they were playing, but there was a young boy in the crowd, probably, I guess, about 6, 7 years old, and he's wearing a headdress, a Native American headdress, and he has his face painted, black on one side, red on the other side, okay? And I'll put the links down below. There's a picture, and there's a video of him going, woo, wah, 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 imitating the Native American. I'm part Native American. I'm Micmac tribe and French Canadian, the Acadian people of Maine, which are French Canadian, a mixture of Canadian French and Native American Acadian people, Micmac tribe. Anyway, and so one person, Brian Murray, posted a comment. It says something. I'll put the link down below, or I'll use it on the thumbnail. They commented about how it was offensive, but they only showed the picture from one side. It looked all you could see was the side with the black paint and the headdress. And this person posted, let's see, how could I offend as many people as possible? And something along those lines. And, it's his comment. And it's, I in my heart, I really wonder, did this person know that there was red on one side and black on the other side, or was he intentionally trying to mislead a little bit and just showed the black side, or not? I don't know. All right, let me first of all, and I see a relationship between this, because a lot of people on the right got angry and responded to it. That you're such a snowflake, you're overreaching. How could you pick on this little kid for enjoying the football game? And I saw a relationship, everybody running to defend this little Caucasian boy. And I saw an article about Kyle Rittenhouse, and I'll get to that in a second. And I see a relationship where people on the right seem to rush and defend any young Caucasian man these days. There's this thing with defending young Caucasian people. Okay, so like I said, there was a lot of kick. There was, this one person put this post up, Brian Murray, that he thought it was offensive. Me being Native American, they say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Okay, I'm not completely all Native American, so I'm not really offended by it. I mean, the headdresses are kind of cool. They are cool looking. Here's the thing. So a lot of people in the replies said, well, the kid was just using the colors of the Kansas City Chiefs. Me not being a football fan, I wasn't sure, so I looked it up. And this is not the team colors. They're not black and red. They are white, red, and gold. So, I'm starting to wonder, of having a face, red on one side, black on the other. You're walking a thin line there between, is this a jab at black people and Native Americans? Because it could be considered that. But then again, it's just a kid, and it looks innocent. So it is what it is. But then just hundreds of people came out and attacked this person for their, what I'm seeing here is one person's offended, about this kid wearing this headdress and the face paint. And then hundreds of other people are offended at the first person being offended. And that's what I think we're seeing that now. So many people, and they call this person a snowflake and he's soft. But then the way they're overreacting to his being offended could be considered like being a snowflake and being soft. And I thought about how they rush out to defend this little Caucasian boy. And it reminded me of a recent article about Kyle Rittenhouse. This young, I believe it was a young woman, posted something on Twitter about Biden Harris, okay, and how are your feelings on Biden Harris. And she doesn't have I'll have the article down below so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. And she doesn't have a lot of followers or anything, but somehow Kyle Rittenhouse found this post and decided to, she thinks he was trying to get himself a little airtime, a little, it's because he's got a recent book. So he commented gross about Biden and Harris. Okay, so he kind of jumped into this conversation where he didn't really belong, but hey, it's a free country. All right, so this woman that made up the post about Biden Harris, she reacts, which I probably would have too, kind of just like she just said, F off. Okay, that's her right too. Now, it's how Kyle Rittenhouse responded to that I find ridiculous. This is Kyle Rittenhouse responding to being told to F off. He goes something along the lines, I'm paraphrasing here, but this is what you can expect from the left, telling a 20-year-old kid to F off. So in other words, he paints himself as this young, little, innocent, young person, boy, and how harsh these people on the left are, telling this young boy to, himself being 20 years old. That's what he's saying. The audacity. This person took 2 lives, shot 3 people, basically went patrolling with his weapon, took it upon himself to do this. And he's 20 years old now, and all of a sudden, he gets all, he's all upset and offended because, he's just a little 20-year-old boy. And this person said, F you to him. Can you imagine it? But that's the left for you, And again, a lot of people on the right rush out to defend Kyle Rittenhouse, which I can't believe. This person just went. I mean, you could say what you want. I don't. There wasn't widespread looting and robbing and burning of cities all across the country. There was Seattle and Portland. It was not widespread. The right has over exaggerated this so much. And this guy puts it on himself to go patrolling with this, we all know what happened with Kyle Rittenhouse, and now all of a sudden he's painting himself as some poor little boy that's only 20 years old, and how dare this person say F you to him? He's so innocent. Are you freaking kidding me? And again, people on the right rush out with these angry posts, that Kyle Rittenhouse is a hero. He saved the country from being chaos and being destroyed. A good guy with a gun kind of claptrap. And it's just I'm not trying to compare the young boy with the headdress. I think it was an innocent mistake. I do. I don't know. The colors, like I said, the black and red. I don't know, man. Like I said, the team colors are white, red, and gold. The headdress doesn't bother me. Like I said, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. But what amazed me was all the people on the right. One person makes this comment that they were offended. So what? Ignore it. So one person was offended by this, and all these people on the right rush out and jump on this person because they're offended because this person was offended. They were offended at another person being offended. And that's, if you're going to call somebody a snowflake, you're doing the same thing. It's and two, like I said, I noticed this thing with defending all the actions, right or wrong, of young Caucasian males. Another thing I noticed, especially on Fox News, you see a lot of horrific articles. I talked about this before. Horrific articles about people doing this or that to their family, terrible things. And almost always it's a person that's immigrant, a person with a Spanish last name, a person of color or whatnot, And then you'll see these stories about, this poor young Caucasian suburb guy got blamed for this, And you see, it's along the lines of Nick Fuentes, that this reverse discrimination that they think that's going on. those are some of the similarities I thought. This was kind of a spur of the moment video. I hope it made a little sense to you. The links will be down below so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Let me know what you think about the Kansas City Chiefs boy with the headdress and the face paint. You know, I don't think it's that offensive. You know, like I said, imitation, sincerest form of flattery. Could have picked better colors for the face, but it is what it is. Kyle Rittenhouse, just an idiot. I wish he would just go away. I mean, he is, I got a few words for what he is, you know, and it's not good. All right. I'll be back later with another video. You guys have a good Thursday.